It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You take a look at the Pelicans. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, Kevin, they're going to be very well acquainted with this club by the end of the season. They'll see them 4 times, and game 1 already went their way.
And doing it again here in the second game would be big. I mean, large. It would really establish them as the dominant figure in these matchups.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Money, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Paul George. And it's Knox in at center. Here's Money. What a tremendous game he played against New York. He used that pick to get in close.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Conley kicks to Harkless. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. High post try. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. George with the ball. Coming in off at 12.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. It's tipped. Money passes to Davis. Fades away. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Outside Conley. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Stops. Pops. And the Pelicans get it back. That's good.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes to Adams. There's the pick. Out to Conley. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside, George. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. He wants this game played at breakneck pace as much as possible. He was very clear, saying the fast break is going to be our best friend today. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Down low. One-on-one fast break. Conley kicks to Whiteside. Adams outside. Memphis moving it around. The feed now to Randall. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Whiteside off with the layup.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Pass to Knox. To the inside. Fast break Memphis. Conley leading the charge. They set the pick. 6 to shoot.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
First team foul.
Harkless with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston. 6 to shoot. to end the run. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Pelicans leading by 8. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Davis.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Now here's Randall. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. And Adams kicks to Harkless. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on George.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Here's Money, covered by Conley. Money passes to Knox, in low to Davis. That's good. Davis has got 6 points.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Conley kicks to Randall. 14 feet away, and that is good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
And so it's New Orleans with it. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, they had a great start to that game. A couple guys got hot early, and it seemed to become contagious. Everybody started shooting the ball well at that point.
You know, typically if there's a hot shooter, the defense can make an adjustment and lean everything towards stopping him and let somebody else beat you, but that wasn't an option in that game.
Conley into the lane. There's the block.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Now Whiteside. And Adams kicks to Harkless. Lock at 6. Conley for 3. Another miss by Conley.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Hammers it on to polish off the break.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here is Conley, following the score by New Orleans. Here's
Watch out! Oh! That was wicked!
Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pine.
Randall, shot denied. They push it up 4 on 3. From 11 feet away, another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club on the road.
You know, that's the thing, Steve. To dominate as they have in front of a hostile crowd, really impressive.
And Adams kicks to Harkless. Now here's Randall. He's covered closely, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris?
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And thank you, Doris. Larkin can't get it to go.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Here's Curry. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Curry's got his first points of the game. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, that was an outstanding win. To get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter, I think.
I agree, and I think most people probably thought that once they couldn't win it in regulations, that they had missed their best shot and overtime wasn't going to go their way. But give them credit for pulling it out.
Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Larkin, averaging 10 points per contest. Shot to stop the drought, and the shot is good.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Money. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
Here's Larkin. A stupendous finish in traffic. Larkin's got his second basket. Pelicans leading by 21. Here's Money. He's got 6. To the paint, trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Muscala, the pass to Money. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
And here we go. Stolen by O'Neal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the Pelicans making a change here.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, guys, it was just a very poor shooting night. I mean, they were ice cold all night out there. And when you can't put the ball in the hole, it's so difficult to find a way to win.
So for New Orleans right now, Money, he's in at the point. He's out there with Gordon. And it's Davis in at the 4 slot.
Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set and did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
And so here's Memphis, following the score by New Orleans. O'Neal, a screen on Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Swiped away. And now the Pelicans on the break. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
And that poor shot selection, it'll kill you.
Every time, Kevin. Bad shots, bricks, missing easy jumpers. That won't get it done, plain and simple. They need to take it easy here, back off, make sure they get some good looks at the basket.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Here's Money, covered by Conley. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
What a game we've seen here for Money. He's got 11 points and 6 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Yeah, he's really distributed well on the offensive side, and then ball hawking defensively. He's been impressive.
Now here is Conley. 11 points for him in that last game against Houston. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Adams kicks to Harkless. To the middle. Here's Whiteside, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Pelicans number 1.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
Here's Money, covered by Conley. The shot's good from Money.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Adams outside.
Grizzlies foul call. O'Neal. That's his first personal foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Davis with a screen on Conley. Tries it from 9. Here's Money, guarded by O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Rodic trying to get open as Davis. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Now here is Conley, averaging 6 points per contest.
Jump ball call.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth. Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Here is Conley after Eric Gordon's bucket. Davis with the block, and they get it back. Here's Harkless, and another miss by Memphis.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
That's his first personal foul.
The Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, with a team percentage of 81% from the line on the season, this is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
Paul George is checked in for New Orleans. Conley kicks to Harkless. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And here is O'Neal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
Well, he was such a presence in the lane. He had 3 blocks, but it was more than that. It was just his force. I think he altered several shots as well. No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Money, covered by Conley. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
And now we get a chance to see how the Grizzlies are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 6th in steals. And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And I love that number, Clark, 3rd in fewest turnovers per game, because that's a sign of a well-coached team, very disciplined. They share the basketball. Their spacing is good. They've got a good plan of attack every game. So the players know where each other is, and that just allows for much better offensive execution.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Well, they seem to have lost their confidence a little bit as a team from the line. They're shooting only 70% on the year.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys. Take a look at what Michael Conley's done. He has 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions. What an excellent performance from the field for him.
The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, money in the last outing against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 47 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Now Conley. After the missed 3 from Money. Conley left side. O'Neal dishes to Conley. Here's Adams. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
George with the screen on Conley. Here's Money. That's good. Money's got 20.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Now here is Conley. He's got 8. Whiteside kicks to O'Neal. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
How about some of the numbers for George? The past few weeks, he's been a major contributor. You can see where he ranks. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output, and you know he's always looking to push himself.
And that's what the best players do, Steve. You play with one of the all-time greats in Michael Jordan. Nothing comes easy in the NBA. Against top talent, night in and night out. And I think the way he's been playing shows he's been working a lot on different aspects of his game.
That one is off.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Randall comes in for O'Neal, and it's Payton in for Adams. And he sinks the second. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Money. 20 points for him. Outside, George. Here's Knox. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. There's the pick. The shot by Harkless, no good.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end. Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Here's Harkless. The Pelicans make their last shot.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
No way you can get back into the game if you continue to give up layups.
Several teams changing it up here. The Pelicans.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Oh, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
All of it, really. I mean, I see the whole defense is something I can exploit. Man, Honestly, I got them running around like a chicken with his head cut off right now. I'm just having fun like it's a pickup game at this point.
Your decisions have been on.
All right, fellas. Great job in the early going. But we've got to keep playing the same way. Keep this building out of it. We've taken a lot of pressure off ourselves on D because of how good we've been on offense. That's what I call luck.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on their hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. What a game we're seeing from Money.
How about this? A double-double already. I mean, this is a sort of energy performance that just pumps life into your whole team.
You know, the way he's impacted the game in so many different ways, it's been fun to watch and really going to be hard to slow him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Mo Harkless. Whiteside is out there with Randall. Then it's Conley, and it's Adams in at the 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point. Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Conley, the pass to Adams. Back to Conley. Here's Whiteside. Davis with some nice D. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Anthony Davis, third.
Well, a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yep, some of them do that. Exactly, and we can see the reason why in those numbers. In general, the composure of all those players show up at the free throw line.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works. Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
No luck.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
There's a good screen. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Adams. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Inexcusable mistake for a team that's trying to get back into the game.
Yeah, I have no clue what he was thinking about there. As a matter of fact, he may have had his brain in neutral.
Here's Money. And that one is stuffed right through. It's astonishing to see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at New Orleans. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Memphis. Just need to take it a game at a time.
When I look at New Orleans, they've come out strong. I mean, sitting high atop the standings in the early going. A bit surprising, but very impressive, too.
Well, such a talented roster, Clark, and they're leaving no doubt. I mean, this is a team with a chance to go all the way.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in scoring. First in rebounding. And they're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Money, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Davis in the corner. New Orleans moving it around. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. George has got 19 points.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Conley into the lane. Adams dishes to Conley. Now the pass to Harkless. Off target from outside.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Conley left side. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Free throw good, Conley. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Here's Money. He has 29. Passes it to Knox. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. And that one's good.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
George with the screen on Conley. Money passes to George. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Adams kicks to Conley. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is good. And that's 21 points for Conley.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's Knox, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, second chance points are not easy to come by, but when you work as hard as he has today, it becomes a lot easier.
And it's Conley penetrating to the right side. And Adams kicks to Conley. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Climbing the ladder for the 360. That's major bounce right there.
Yeah, Clark, he was sky high on the finish.
It was just a beautiful blend of athleticism, coordination, and confidence.
Conley left side. Unloads from 13. Pelicans pull it in.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Harkless with the steal. Conley with it. He's got 21. Knocks it loose. Whiteside dishes to Conley. Here's Randall. Can't get it to go.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's Money. He's got 31. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody.